We have demanded that we be given the access. We have not been given the access. We will continue to do everything we can to reach those people, and we'll keep fighting for them. That's all we can do, and we will not give up on the people in Mariupol and other people that we cannot reach. But it's a devastating situation. The people are being starved to death.
All right, that was the executive director of the UN's World Food Program sounding the alarm about hunger unfolding in Ukraine, massive hunger. One group is working to help, and that is World Central Kitchen, which has served more than 10 million meals so far to Ukrainians, with setups at 41 border crossings and nearly 2,000 distribution sites in the region. Joining us now from just west of Kyiv, founder of World Central Kitchen, Chef Jose Andres. Very good to have you with us. I mean, you've been all over the place and you've been moving around. Ukraine, Poland, Hungary, Moldova, Romania, Spain. How would you assess so far the need for food and the challenges that you are facing meeting that need?
Well, right now, we have teams very much in east to west, north, south here in Ukraine. And obviously, I'm right now in the town of Chernihiv, where northern part of Kyiv, near around 50, 60 miles from the border with Russia. And obviously, the need is in those towns, in those cities, in those areas that they've been or under Russian occupation or surrounded by the Russian troops. That's why for us, World Central Kitchen was so important, as the city of Kyiv and the area of Kyiv was being liberated and the troops began moving north all the way back to their territory. We began going very quickly. We were within hours in Bucha, in Irpin. The teams of World Central Kitchen kept moving north with trucks, bringing hundreds of thousands of pounds of food and or hot meals, because sometimes people don't have gas to cook, and they prefer at the beginning to get fresh cooked meals. But slowly, as things began becoming normal, until the supermarkets reopen again and the chain of distribution goes back to normal, we are acting a little bit like impromptu supermarkets. We arrive to a neighborhood, we open the trucks, we share whatever food we have. Everybody picks and chooses what they want, and we keep going back every day. Imagine this across 60 cities all across Ukraine.
Now, I understand you've been using technology to get to different places, and at one point you found yourself in Russian territory. How much are you moving around to try and locate these refugees, or is that clearly mapped out at this point?
No, I think this was more me making a fun joke. Technology is amazing. I use my iPhone, and what Apple does for my organization and me is amazing. But it's true sometimes that people or apps don't know if you are in a war zone or not. And as I was driving into Kyiv late at night a few weeks ago, yes, it's true that it's taking you through the fastest road. Doesn't mean the safest road. But again, without the technology that I have in the palm of my hand with an iPhone, I wouldn't be able to do what we do. We use Garmin, so every member of the team, we know where they are. So if there is explosion, a missile, the other day, Nate Mook, the CEO of World Central Kitchen, boots on the ground. He was in Krematorsk. He was delivering food 50 meters away from the missile hit in the middle of the train station, with women, children, elderly, waiting to move away towards the west. This is the situations we face sometimes. There's no way we're going to be helping people or fighting hunger without taking certain risks. When we went to Bucha, and we knew it was mines all over, beyond everything else we found, and maybe even more troops near Bucha, because just the city was liberated, it's always risk. It's worth the risk watching a person, an elderly person that during 30 days barely had anything to eat, giving you the biggest hug in the history. I think those risks are worth it. We need to be next to the people that need us the most. In this case, are those Ukrainians suffering this unjust war.
Chef Jose Andres, thank you so much for what you are doing, and thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate all your effort.